It just won't end. Okay, so I uploaded a video like, what, 3 hours ago, 4 hours ago? And what's going on now? Okay, since last time, this guy has demanded that I bring his part back for free. Right now, he still wants it right now. He's called me through 2 or 3 other companies, because I take work from lots of different companies. So sometimes when customers are like trying to, they're trying to get dealt with as soon as possible, like they'll hit my phone several times. And they don't realize in the beginning, like, especially with European cars, like, you're gonna keep talking to me. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not representing myself as multiple companies. You're calling multiple companies and they're outsourcing it to me. You know? So, I told the dude, I was like, look, man, I'm sorry, but this isn't Burger King. Like, you're gonna get your part back, man. I'm not gonna hold your part hostage. I could, but I'm not going to. You know, so congratulations, you got a service call in a diagnostic academy for free for no reason. Good job, jerk. Well, now he's accusing me of stealing his part. Like there's not a camera right there that saw him show up, shake my hand, show me his ID, you know, show me the paperwork for the car. And I'm diagnosing the car and then pulling apart right in front of him. I talk to him for a minute or two, shake his hand again, and then leave. No contention, no strange body language, no nothing. And he's sitting there, and now he's talking about, I'm calling the police. It's like, please do. Please, for the love of God, do that. I can't wait to throw you in jail or to have you thrown in jail for a false police report. It would make my day. If I can't get money out of you, I guess I'm getting blood, because, you know, it's not going to go well for you. If you're that stupid and entitled, you are not going to fare well in jail. Like, it's not going to go your way. And I would love to just see that happen. You can't just lie to officers trying to get what you want. And he's lied to any locksmith in the area that would listen. He's lied to several companies accusing me of this different stuff. And I told him, I was like, dude, like, you're a grown man, you know, lying, and you know you're lying. It's not like it's a technical thing where you can't wrap your head around what's going on. Like, you're lying, bro. Stop it. You know, like, stop trying to call my daddy, you know, and get me in trouble. Like, you're not getting what you want. I'll get you your damn part, but you're gonna have to wait. I already rescheduled everything I'm doing today 3 times to try to help you and better serve you. And I'm all out of goodwill now for free. I'm out. You exhausted it all. Like, I'm running on empty now. You know, so, like, you'll get your part, but, like, you gotta wait, man. You can't just snap your fingers at me and get what you want, bro. Like, you gotta relax, you know? Like, oh, give it to this guy, give it to that guy. You're not my daddy. You're not paying my bills. You're not my woman, so you're not giving me any fun at the end of the day. You know, like, and you're not paying me, so, like, you have no power here. Damn. It's so weird. Like, grown men just lying through their teeth trying to get somebody in trouble just because they can't snap their fingers and make people do. Like, look, for those of you that, like, work, you know, customer service or retail jobs, like, truly, I pity that. You know what I mean? Like, because y'all can't do what I can do, where I just tell them, hey, I don't need your money. Like, there's plenty of people to work for. I don't have to work for you, you know, and, like, you can't call my boss and make me do anything, because I can fire you. You can't fire me. You know, and I think people like Karen, final boss Karen, they really hate that because they're so used to just wearing people down and exhausting them that they don't expect it when they find out, damn, I actually can't make this person do anything. But I'm praying. I had a guy claiming to be an officer call me, but I told him, I was like, hey, I'd be happy to talk to you, but you're going to need to send me like a photo of your badge or, like a detective's card or something, or like some ID showing me that you're law enforcement, or I'm just not going to talk to you. Like, guy's already a liar. As far as I'm concerned, you could be his long guy for all I know. I'm going to need to see some proof that you are who you say you are. And if you're actually an officer, you should have no problem showing that. Or, cruise down to the police station, I'll hand you your part there. That's fine. I don't care. Like, I can buy that part at the junkyard for $10. I don't care about keeping yours. Like, whatever. And it's so silly. So silly. Like, all this problem over nothing. All because it's not Burger King. But I can't believe I had update that fast on this situation. I guess I'm just going to farm this guy for content till the end of the day. I'm sure we're not done. I'm sure this situation's not done. People like this, they're like gum on your shoe, man. You keep trying to scrape it off and scrape it off and scrape it off, and you think you got it all, but then, you drive you walk around the block and like your shoe starts feeling gritchy, and you look down and you're like, God damn, now I got, sand stuck in this gum, and you're sitting there with like a toothpick trying to get it all out. That's what I feel like I'm doing right now with this guy. Like, this guy just can't stomach not being able to make me change my whole day to hand deliver his part. It ain't fucking Uber Eats. Like, relax. And it's weird too, because like people that are in that ultra specific like service industry, like, I always tip them real good because I know they get dumped on by people, just completely and unfairly just dumped on. And I don't want to do that to people. So if somebody's like going out of their way to serve me, and cater to my every whim, I make sure that they're well taken care of. Because if I'm in the mood for that, like, I want them to know that, like, hey, I might occasionally be a little needy about this situation or that situation, but I'm going to take care of you for that. You're not going to be spinning your wheels in vain, dealing with me. But wow, like, I hope so badly that this guy files that police report and that's real. Like, in Texas, the Department of Public Safety, like, they have our address. It's not like I can hide or something. Like, locksmiths get away with nothing. That's why we're not criminals, like, we wouldn't get away with it, like, at all. Everything we do leaves a mark or leaves traces. Like, they have our fingerprints. This myth that we're reformed criminals is just absolutely not true. But that's a myth that got perpetuated by a bunch of boomers, because they used to think that the only people that knew about locks were incarcerated for a long time. I don't know, just make best friends with your cell block or something, I don't know. But they definitely come up with some stupid stuff. My favorite is when these boomers, they'll call and they'll be like, oh, can you get me in my house? It's like, well, yeah, that's kind of the idea. We're a walking, talking key, And some of them, they'll actually say, like, how do I know if if you come and figure out how to get into my house, how do I know you're not coming back? It's like, are you going to pay me to come back? No? Oh, well, I'm not coming back then, Like, what, I'm going to take your TV? I don't even watch TV. I work 6 days a week. When would I watch it? Oh, well, you might take my car. I drive my service vehicle 6 days a week. And I don't drive anywhere when I'm off. I don't even drive to the gas station to get cigarettes. I have that shit delivered. So, I'm not going to take your car. oh, you're gonna take my jewelry. Look, I promise you, if I wanted jewelry, I would go to the jewelry store, you know? And when would I wear it? I work with my hands, you know? I have like one ring that I wear as jewelry, like literally wear nothing else. And even that, like I have to change which hand it's on all day, every day, because I need this hand to fit into a tight space or this hand to fit into a tight space. There's a joke about my wife in there somewhere. But you know, I'm not gonna take your crap. You know, I'm not gonna take your crap. And oh, you're gonna get into my safe and steal my guns. I promise you, my guns are way cooler than your guns. I promise you that. You know. And then, oh, you know, I have money in my safe. Look, I've changed combinations, you know, as a service that I sell for people with millions of dollars in cash. Why would I possibly risk my freedom and my life for your piddly little couple 10 grand or whatever you have? It's stupid. You know? It's completely stupid. Like, my integrity is not for sale cheaply, you know? If I'm gonna compromise myself, I'm gonna need a significant amount of money. I'm talking like tens of millions of dollars or something, and I'm never getting paid that, so I'm effectively not for sale. But I think everybody has a price, and I imagine if somebody offered me a couple $10 million, I don't know if I'd do it. I'd like to think that I wouldn't do it, but I've only ever had people bribe, you know, like offer to bribe me for up to $2 million. So, you know, I said no to the $2 million and reported the people in situation that did that, you know, while I was in the military to the proper authorities that handle that sort of thing. So I've been tested for $2 million, and I have regular access to safes with several $1 million more in it. So if I'm not for sale in that way, what makes you think I'm going to come steal your TV? You know, relax. Anyway, besides, I'm not Fonzie. You know, like, I'm not showing up at your house and figuring things out. Like, the whole reason you're hiring me is because I presumably know what I'm doing. You know? How are you going to show up later? Why would I show up later? Are you having a party? No? Anyway, but yeah, I am certain that we're not done with this story. This is just round 2. But he's not down for the count. He's still talking. His car's not driving, and I have his computer somewhere. Let's see. Right here. Yeah. Can't tell anything identifiable from that, but it's a BMW Cas 3 Plus. So for those of you that know what that is, that's what he wants. He wants his Cas back, and you can have it. I'm just not going to hand deliver it, you know, until I'm available. And I'm not available for a while because, you know, I only take appointments same day or next day. So therefore, like, people that want to hire me, they know they have to call me as early as possible in the morning if they want service. So my day fills up, you know, with stuff to do very quickly because of that. And then some people, I just tell them, hey, sorry, your job is too complex. You know, let's try to schedule a time for tomorrow. Riddle me this, those of you that are in Texas. What is this guy here? What is this guy? Because I thought that the blue lights were illegal if you're not law enforcement, and that guy is definitely not law enforcement. So, what's up with the blue lights? Like, don't y'all cite people for that? Like, if they have blue lights, you're not allowed to have it? Why can that guy have it? It's clearly construction or something. You know, he ain't no law enforcement officer. Why can he have blue? The reason why I care is because I want to get amber light flasher for my vehicle. It helps you get through traffic faster. And like, I wouldn't activate those lights for anything other than, like, kids locked in cars. That's an emergency. Grandma needing in her medicine cabinet because she's about to have a stroke if she doesn't get her meds. That's an emergency. court is tomorrow and we need in the safe for documents, that's an emergency. You know, like, I'm locked out of my car and it's hot, not an emergency. I'm locked out of my house and it's cold. Sucks, not an emergency. My house is locked and I have things in the oven and it's smoking and I'm trying to get into my house before it, you know, I'm trying to get into my house before it catches fire. That's an emergency. You know, my dog locked me out, and I can't get back in. Kind of an emergency. But being impatient is not an emergency. And, you know, especially this guy, like the douchebag, the goodwill has been exhausted here, bro. So I already told him that I was going to send him a link to my channel. Sup, dog? But yeah, man, you gotta relax, you know? Like, this is a business, and, you know, I can't bend over backwards just because you don't know how to commit and you don't know how to plan, I guess, you know? And it sucks, too, because, like, you're having this other guy who made you wait for several days while not doing your work. You called me because you weren't pleased with his timeline. I guess that's the truth. You lied to me about why and the circumstances, but I think that's the real reason, is you weren't getting from him what you wanted fast enough, so you involved me so that you could get some leverage on making him do what you wanted him to do faster. That seems to be like your MO. So, you know, thanks for accusing me to, so says you, or someone, a police officer, and several companies. I did not enjoy all the extra, like, paperwork that I had to do, and all the screenshots and phone recordings, you know, that I had to do. Like, good job. You know, if we go to court, right, like, once you're proven to be a liar in court, like, you're actually forever labeled a liar. I don't know if you know that or not, but you might want to know that. I think it's going to be more of a relevant thing to know in your life than mine. But, yeah, I'll definitely keep you guys posted on, like, the news, because more's coming. I just know it. Like, I know your type. I know your type. We've been doing it forever. And, yeah, that's what's going on. Oops, your cast just fell off my dash. It's fine, though. Have fun. Bye.